Alright guys, welcome to my Nightmare Zone guide. There's two setups you can do for this. The first one being in Initiate or Proselyte. This is mainly for attack and defense using a whip. It's about the same XP. You're not paying for Darok's fixing, and you're also saving a lot of prayer bonus with your Initiate or Proselyte. Um, in Helm would probably be a lot better, but I simply haven't done the quests, that's why I haven't got one. Fire Cape, or the best cape you can get, Skill Cape, finally with an Obsidian Cape. Fury you want is probably a best amulet, unless you're going Glory / Strength if you can't afford. Whip, 100% necessary, and same with the Defender, you really need to get both of those. Initiate and Proselyte, definitely you need to keep your prayer bonus up. The other option is to stick a Virax skirt on there, not really necessary though. The best gloves you can get, probably Barra's gloves, or if you're still trying to get up to that, the best gloves you can get from Recipe for Disaster Quest. Boots, same again, best you can get. Rune boots being the best at the moment. Give it a couple of days and Dragon boots will be the best. The ring, if you haven't already imbued a ring, as you can see that mine is imbued, it's probably your best bet to try and get that done as soon as you can. Doing it with just a Berserker ring is pretty good. If you can't afford that, go for a warrior, or then again, don't even bother with a ring. I'd suggest maybe a life ring in case you DC, come out, and get attacked by a random. That's very, very unlikely though. So that's the setup for attack and strength. You're looking at a Granite Maul or DDS, it's up to you. I personally prefer the Granite Maul. 7 Overload Potions. They only effective in Nightmare Zone, but very, very effective, and you definitely need them. If you don't have any yet, I'd probably suggest going into Nightmare Zone, just all guns blazing, get as many points as you can, and then get enough for at least 7. The rest of my inventory is filled with prayer pots. I'm missing a few here simply because I don't have any spare. With Daroks, I'd keep the same setup, but I'd also bring my my rock cake to reduce myself to my HP, and full Daroks. The prayer will drop a lot faster on full Daroks, but the XP on strength is a lot quicker than with a skim and initiate. Unless you're going for cheap, probably a skim is possible. Sarah Sword coming out soon, that'll be really good. Even better XP. So that's pretty much your setup. You have your pots, your prayer potions, and your spec weapon. Prayer, I wouldn't really suggest anything higher than 43 is needed, but I would probably suggest you get at least 70. Your protect melee will be on at all times, and I personally use superhuman strength. It doesn't drain down prayer too much, but still gives you the 10% increase on your strength hits. That's all for your setup. Well, next we'll move on to rewards. Alright, now your rewards. Each day, if you've got enough points, as you can see I do, I definitely suggest buying herb boxes. You can only buy 15 a day, but they give out a lot of herbs which just come in handy whenever. I've made about 85, 90 prayer pots just in the past few days, which covers my cost for prayer potions for actually doing the game. Next, your best thing to buy to make cash is either snape grass or pure essence. Have a look at the prices and work it out how many points you're spending per how much GP you're going to make. Bear in mind that snape grass is a lot harder to sell than pure essence. Anything else I wouldn't really bother with unless you're going with skills, which still don't really pull up the costs. Upgrades imbued, as you can see, you can imbue your black masks, your bows, and your rings. I'd suggest getting your berserker ring as an eye first, and then just whatever you need from that onwards. Benefits, you want to be mainly concentrating on overloads. You want to get around 7 per invent, so you want to try and build these up as quickly as possible before you actually go in to do full AFK training. Alright, for getting into the game, you want to be able to get a Nightmare Zone melee. These are normally going to cost you about 30k. You can buy them in World 1, just literally give someone 30k. Make sure you got enough money in your coffer as well to actually afford to get into the game. So if they come over to you and invite you, you're going to pay them 30k. This little message is going to pop up here, accept. So I accept that, and then you go into the game when they do. Make sure you're all set up and you don't have anything wasted at the time. You don't want to be coming back out and have to pay another 30k. So once you enter, you need to be straight in and enter dream. Firstly, you want to be overloading. If you're on darks, you want to overload first, because this is going to hit you 10s straight off. So you want to be careful. Don't go anywhere below 51 HP, because obviously you're gonna pull that down with your rock cake to get it a bit lower. Once everything starts spawning, you want to start hitting your prayer melee. Literally just attack everything. Like I say, superhuman strength, my best option. So you've got your overload, then you want to watch your prayer. I know at 76 prayer, I will have to repot at 50 because it heals, restores 26. So I wouldn't do anything until I need to restore. Your overload will last 5 minutes. You want to keep an eye on that. A message will pop up when that's out. This, at the moment, on deflect with my whip, is currently getting me around 85k an hour at 90 attack, 88 strength. Darks on strength is about the same, and attack they're all pretty similar. You'll get about 85k, depending on your stats. Anything higher than my stats will obviously pull a little bit higher. The higher your prayer will be, the longer you'll be able to stay in the game. But you literally just want to attack things, and that's about it really. So you just move on, and eventually we'll get into the spawns that will appear, and you'll see them pop up in a minute. Alright, so every so often you're going to get a little message here that says a power-up has spawned. The one you're looking for is recurrent damage. That one is red. This will basically repeat all the hits. I think it's about 20% less, but your hits will be repeated, and that's a nice 0 there. As you can see, a 5 will produce a 3. Perfect time to start hitting zeros. But yeah, let's flick onto piety just for a bit more explanation of this. So as you can see, when I hit a 20, a 15, 41, 30. So it's basically recurring your hits. This will last for about a minute. Pretty useful. Will increase your points per hour. Doesn't give you any extra XP, as you can see from my XP drop on the side here. It's only the hit that you originally hit, so the 12 would be 64 XP. Alright, there's a zapper. It appears in bright pink. I cannot find it. There we go. Once you activate the zapper, it'll basically hit all of the monsters around you, anything that's attacking you, with either a 7 or an 8, between 6 and 8. It won't attack all the monsters, it'll attack 1, maybe 4, could be any amount. That lasts about a minute. It does help you quite a bit. You don't get the XP for the actual 6s to 8s, but you will get the XP still for killing the monster. When you get the message power surge, you really know shit's going to go down. Collect this yellow one, put your maul on, and basically I'm going to put my piety on for this, but you just spec like there is no tomorrow. Constant hits makes amazing XP. This will last about a minute. This is why I'd suggest bringing a maul. Some people prefer DDS, but it's really personal preference. The DDS does hit quite high still, but for speed I'd probably say the maul. There is a little glitch, as you can see here. I'm hitting somehow 1 and 2 2 monsters at the same time. Not sure why that happens, but you get the XP for it anyway. Alright, for the purpose of this video, finally, I will show you the ultimate force. I would not suggest using this at all. As you can see, you will get 0 points. So I might as well kill this before I get it. You will get 0 points for everything killed, and it reduces your XP and wastes your prayer. Wow, I cannot hit. There we go. So 212,000. Bam, everything dead. 0 points gained. Now my XP's gone. There's no XP. There's prayer waste here. You're wasting time if you do these. It's definitely not worth clicking any of those. Finally, they will come back, but just a waste of time.